Hi everyone. Um, I am Rudy. I am a Cushy. I have had cyclic Cushing's disease. I've gone for surgery twice to remove pituitary tumors. In total, I've had 6 removed, 5 being hormone secreting tumors. I'm doing a special project on the mental health that comes to the mental health of patients and family members of people diagnosed with rare diseases, how it affects your spouse, your children, and not even just rare diseases. I've done several interviews so far. I'm unsure of what order I'm going to put the interviews in, but I've been waiting for somebody to interview me. And today I decided just to record myself instead of doing an interview. And if you don't know anything about Cushing's, basically your body makes too much cortisol. And having too many steroids in your body affects every part of your body. Your weight, your appetite, your mental clarity, your sleep, your anxiety, your depression, everything. Absolutely everything. I had my first surgery in February of 2021 after 4 years of fighting for a diagnosis. 4 endocrinologists that did not believe me, 1 primary doctor that didn't believe me, allergy specialists, and so on. And finally, my new primary is like, no, something's got to give, and sent me to a specialist who sent me to another specialist who only works with pituitary endocrinology, and finally had answers. And that was almost 3 years ago. The first surgery failed. My cortisol levels were higher than ever the morning after surgery. July of 2023, just a few months ago, I had a successful surgery. I'm now adrenal insufficient. My body creates no steroids at all, so I take hydrocortisone. I started out at 20 milligrams in the morning and 20 at night after surgery. I have weaned down to 10 milligrams in the morning and 5 in the afternoon, around 11 or 12. And a week and a half ago, tomorrow being 2 weeks ago, I was told by another doctor within my specialist's clinic that my thyroid levels are dropping and I need to start levothyroxine. And so I started that, and on that same day, I told her I'm having a little bit of trouble sleeping. Maybe I should down dose on the hydrocortisone. Maybe my levels are normalizing. And so she told me to drop the 5 milligram afternoon dose and just take the 10 milligrams of hydrocortisone in the morning. One thing I was not aware of, nor was I informed of, is that levothyroxine suppresses your adrenal hormones. So if you're already adrenal insufficient and not creating cortisol, you will literally knock your body on your ass so fast. I could not get out of bed for the last week and a half. So it is now Thursday. Tuesday morning, I woke up and I said, I can't do this anymore. I cannot sleep for 17 hours a day. I have 2 children. Something's got to give. So I researched the prescription. A lot changed since I started taking it. Seen that levothyroxine can suppress your adrenal hormones. And I was like, wow, this is what's going on. I am almost in adrenal crisis because I cannot function as a human being at all. I cannot even get out of my bed to wake my kids up for school in the morning. So I started taking the afternoon dose again Tuesday. Yesterday I started feeling a little bit better. I finally did the dishes. I finally did some laundry. but definitely not back to myself. And, you know, I'm about to start my senior semester of college. I had to do a interview, like a mock interview for one of the classes that I'm taking, where I pretend as if I'm interviewing for a job. And mind you, I've still kept up with part-time classes throughout my entire school career because, you know, I didn't want to give up, and I have 2 teenagers watching me, and I don't want them to see me give up. And it's been really hard. And today, you know, I went in for that interview. No, I don't look 100%. I'm exhausted. I have a pain patch on my back, which I didn't realize was sticking out at first. But I lost points for not looking appropriate, not being dressed appropriate for an interview. I lost points because it took me too long to respond to the interview questions, because I'm slow in my responses. I've worked so hard and I've maintained a 4.0 GPA, and I got a 68 on my interview, which is not terrible, but it's frustrating that I've had no control of my health for so long, and it feels like it's all coming together, and I finally get a little bit of control, and I lose it with my medications, and I have to restart over on that because it's trial and error, and we don't know until it happens. And then I worked so hard on my grades. Luckily, this class is satisfactory or unsatisfactory, so hopefully I get a satisfactory, even though, you know, this class has turned out to be the hardest one, and it's about setting students up for success. Go figure. And so then I find out that there's one class from my original journey in college in 2005, mind you, it's now 2023, that I have an F in, because when I dropped out 2 weeks into the semester, my first semester of college, I was given an F because I didn't formally withdraw, which I didn't know how to. I was 17, and I didn't really understand college at all at that point. So that class, I've been told my whole college career for the last 5 years, that I could rebate that grade and have it taken off of my transcripts because the class is no longer offered. So then I find out 5 minutes after this interview that the class is offered now, but it's under a different name, and I would have to retake it to have the grade dropped off of my transcript, but it's in person, and I can barely make it the 1 day of week that I have to go on campus for one of my classes now. And it's not because I don't want to be there. It's because I physically cannot ensure that I can drive on campus twice a week. Cushing's has taken so much away from me, and I've worked so hard to get and maintain a 4.0 through all of this. And now, having the chance to maintain that, and I can't, because yet again, even though I'm in remission, Cushing's has won again. It has taken the teenage years of my daughter, the preteen years of my son. It has taken that away from me, and it has taken me away from them. My husband and I have been married going on 18 years, and the last 5 years he's had to take care of me. And that's not what you sign up for when you get married as a teenager. At 36, my husband should not have to be taking care of me. Did you take your medicine? Did you know that this side effect of this medication can contradict this medication and what you're hoping this one will do? This is not living. It's fighting every day to just survive. I have to have my mom drive me to doctor's appointments if my husband can't go. This is not what she signed up for either. When you have a family, when you choose a family, you know that no matter what, they'll have your back and that you'll have theirs. But it's really hard to be the pain in their ass and the nuisance and calling my husband to cry over a grade of some stupid mock interview that isn't even for anything that I have any interest in. And yeah, I was unprepared for the interview because I had to write a resume and a cover letter to prepare for a job as a social worker at a children's hospital. And then I was set up for an interview with Head Start, which I did decline because the interview was set up in a time frame that didn't work for me because I have doctor's appointments every week for the rest of my life. And so then I went into this not knowing what the hypothetical interview was for, and after not functioning for a week and a half at all. I still tried to make it work, and not canceling the interview ended up just kicking my ass anyway. I don't know, but this is real raw. This is what Cushing's does to somebody, even when they're in remission. And now I'm sitting in my bedroom hiding from my teenager because I don't want her to see me upset. Because I'm a mom. No matter what, I have to show up. It doesn't matter if I'm sick or if I'm tired or if my medications got mixed up or if I'm doing crappy in school. It doesn't matter. So my point in all of this is I'm not looking for sympathy in any way because I will keep going. But if somebody is sick or hurting or in pain, have patience for them. Have patience for their family. Especially their kids. Nobody has it harder than the kids of somebody who really, really, really wanted to be the best mom. And then one day, she just couldn't anymore. Do we need to be patient with our children?